You know, like what?
Yeah.
You know, you can't know all that shit. It's like I put it in the text. Like it's literal definition of arcane is like unknowable things you can't know if someone doesn't fucking tell you. You know,
Exactly.
or you do the. Like,
Yeah. This game is. It's weird that this series, which definitely caters to a very small select. It really does. It selects for a small group of players.
right, and then a lot of people are fans of watching those players.
Oh, that's okay. Because I always thought that like, oh, Dark Souls is the Demon Souls is tiny. Dark Souls is like tiny, but then after a couple years, it started to get big.
Right.
And
Demon
then-
Souls
and
not
then they
very
made-
big. Dark Souls, people started streaming it, and it eventually it took off into the thing it is now. You know.
Exactly. And I always just figured that like the player base grew along with it, but you think it's more like people watching the players, or
That's absolutely how it started, and then now people are getting drawn in of like, well, let me try my hand at it, and then as I've been reading the Reddit for the last 3 weeks, like there's just nonstop posts from people like fucking Pontiff is bullshit, and I'm like, this game's been out for 2.5 years. Like I get that you just picked it up now and you're trying, but there's this infinite. It's like the concept of it's been around for like a decade too. So like I guarantee you, sir, that Pontiff isn't bullshit. He's just a boss, and if you like would pay attention and not be an idiot, he would be very hard, you know. And people put it every boss in the world. They, oh my god, I finally beat Abyss Watchers, and I'm like, dude, I like stumbled my ass through that. Well, I decided I wasn't gonna use a shield and I was gonna use a +1 rapier to beat them. I'm like, well, you decided it'd be fucking hard, so put that shit. Hey, I decided to do something really hard. A rapier, no shield, no endurance, no stats. Soul level 1 run, and it's really hard. Like, okay, well now I don't need to like talk to you. I know what you're talking about is hard. I don't, you know.
I mean, they post in a general post section of like, I can't do this.
Well, that's the thing. Nobody gives context when they post. They just go, "This is hard," and it's like, "Is this your first Dark Souls game?" Yes. Okay. Well, then you're just learning Dark Souls. You know. No, it's not my first Dark Souls game, but I only pump Dex and not life because I think everyone says it's bullshit. Well, everyone's wrong because everybody's talking out their ass because they're like, it's not so good after these numbers. Like, those numbers keep going up really high. Like, those soft caps are soft caps. Those sharp caps, that the guy who came up with that, he's a fucking smart guy. And nobody really listens to him because everybody's already on board with like 40's the best, and then they just walk away. That dude found out that like 80, 85, 88, like soul, faith, and intellect, it keeps scaling. Like, he's like, in fact, at certain breakpoints, it gets better again. You know?
As far as spells?
Yeah, for spells. You know, you probably don't want to go over 60-ish strength. Although there's a guy who's like, look, at 40, invest to 60, you might as well go to 80 and shit like that. And he's like, you know, if you're already putting this much in. And, of course, the context of whether you're limiting yourself to 125 soul levels and things like that, you know, then is 40 like, oh, well, 40's super smart because you're restricted, you know. It's the best you can do, and 20 more is really going to eat up your available pool, you know. Or like after you played it, I was like, I really want to play like a guy that wears armor, but it seems like this game doesn't allow it. And then I put points in the armor thing and went, wait a minute, I'm incredibly tougher without even the armor on. And then I started putting the armor on. I was like, oh, I'm getting even more tougher, you know, more tough. And I'm like, okay, these two things interact. And then, of course, again, they have diminishing return points. That's the part that's kind of fucked up. The game is definitely coded that when you hit like 30 something absorption, it starts getting harder and harder to get more. And it's not like, it's not because there are the resources to do it. It's because the game goes like, no, I don't want you to have more than that. Yeah. Like when I fight Nameless King, I can push my lightning up to around 44 without getting like really stupid. Like I put on a +3 ring, all the armor, that Katarina Knight armor and stuff. And then like whatever my stats are, they give me, it's like, oh, 44 lightning resist. That's I take only 56% of the damage, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's excellent. I don't die in 2 hits, you know. I go, ooh, did it have to heal, you know? And I fucking ember up, you know. Sorry, you said like one thing and I've been talking for like 4 minutes, but like
No, it's fine. It's fascinating. Go ahead.
I think there's a good balance between people who are like, these are soft caps and it's stupid to go past them, and people like me who are like, well, you could put 99 in each stat and it's still good. Like that's too much. Like where I'm like, I shouldn't go that far. But like 60s are still pretty good caps on a lot of spells. On my new guy, pumped up Faith and Int to 40 because as a caster of Pyromancy, you need Faith and Int, and of course you need hit points, and of course you need Endurance, and of course you need Attunement unless you're going to cast one spell.
Right.
And like, would be nice if I had a little bit of armor I could wear. You know, holy shit, that's every stat except for Dex and Strength. Oh wait, I want a little bit of Strength for a nice shield. Oh, I picked a Dex weapon to enhance. Shit, you know, like
yeah,
that's truly MAD. You know.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. Yeah, being a pyromancer now makes you super MAD. They added two things to the mix that weren't there before.
That's right.
You didn't need faith. You didn't need intelligence. You could be the dumbest pyromancer in the world.
Yeah, you just upped your fucking glove.
Yep.
And your glove went up to 10, and then you could get a better glove and take that glove to 10. Well, it wasn't like a whole nother 10 levels, but it was a better glove. It's like 50% better. Wow. And the interesting thing to keep in mind is that, okay, so you have this Pyromancy glove 15, whatever you want to call it, an elevated plus 10. And it goes, it casts the best Pyromancies you can with no stat investment. But the game keeps getting harder as you new game it, and that glove is done. Whereas, like, with other weapons, you could infuse them and reinforce them and add stats. That thing can only be reinforced. So that's how they were trying to balance it. That's, like, their concept was like, well, look, this thing can skyrocket really fast, but it doesn't have the high-end caps that, like, the other spells do because they have 3 categories of feeding into them, you know, stat-wise. But really, like, in the end, like, who plays New Game Plus Plus? Like, streamers, you know? Rando people who play, like, you know, like, after New Game Plus, you've seen the game, you know? It gets harder, but it doesn't change. Like, sometimes there's little different things in New Game Plus, and that's interesting, you know?
Yeah. The way this game spreads out all its stats, it's like...
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, from a Bloodborne thingy...
Yes.
I remember one of my characters I went to New Game 7.
Yeah, man. I think we are in a whole nother category. I'm not saying we're like amazing people, but to some people we definitely are. You know, we're like, they're like, what? You play New Game 7? You play New Game plus plus plus? I'm on 4 plus with this guy. And I'm like, yeah, it's getting like stupid where shit's like hitting. I have to hit it with like 2 charged R2s and an R1. Shit. Like, what? You know?
Yeah.
And they're like struggling on Vort, you know?
Yes.
And making a post.
The point I want to make with Bloodborne was that Bloodborne is such a tight, mechanically and all this.
Yeah, Bloodborne's the best.
So simple. And it makes it so, like, once you get to where, like, okay, it's a little bit like this game where the arcane score, whatever the spellcasting score, that's the only score that doesn't give diminishing returns.
Right. I was just thinking that earlier. It's a damn. It's like this. In the end, I'm always like, I wish I had made a guy like the one we played some Bloodborne with, or like you have like 99 arcane or whatever. Like, I'm like, yeah, that'd be the shit, you know.
Yeah, dude, your spells are like always decent, but it's there's so much fewer stuff to keep track of. Mm-hmm. So it actually instead of making it like, oh, there's so much stuff to explore and you should go, no, it somehow works in the opposite direction. It's like, well, now I started out as a Dex character and my Dex hit 50 really fast. Now I'm at the point where my strength is going to hit 50, like right now. I can start using all the strength weapons I never used before with the same character.
That's right.
And have them work like really well. Like 50 is good. You don't need all the extra points, really.
No. That's what I found out on this guy when I went to 85 strength, you know. There was a reason for it. I was trying to see if this one guy would die, and like he was like so close, you know. If I had like 1 or 2 points, will it do it? You know, and it never did it, you know. And I would probably drop it into vigor or whatever, the one that lets you no, vitality. Vitality lets you wear more armor, which even if you go like, well, let's be smart and like balance our armor load, you can equip multiple weapons and swap between them, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like it went from being what I thought was the like shittiest sword to like, this sword is actually quite useful.
Yeah.
So yes. I have 3 points to throw around, and my endurance is 25, my vitality is 20. Strength and dex are gonna. I want to be able to wield the great club eventually, which means
right.
28 strength. That's a ways away. I don't know. What should I do?
Go to 22 vigor. With the prisoner ring, that puts you at the 1,000 hit points when embered.
All right. Okay. Yep. I will do the ring now.
And then endurance to 35 while you have the ring. You're getting 5 vitality out of the ring as well. And this guy is going to be like a strength clubby pyromancer or whatever.
He's going to be a...
Oh, no, miracle. Faith. Yeah.
Yeah, faith strength guy.
Yeah.
He's going to be Gruum'sh.
Strength to build strength to the level that uses the weapon you're going to use, and then pump that faith. So it's so much smarter to just have faith than like faith and intellect.
Oh my god.
And then when you're like, I'm gonna use a good strength weapon, like a strength because I went for like the dex, but I'm an asshole and I always like to use a shield, and I want 18 for all the good shields.
Yes.
That's practically 10 points, on most builds. It's 8 to 10 points.
Mm-hmm. Well, the Shield of Want is 18, right?
Yeah, I think so. You can always put it on your back, though.
There you go. You need 18. I mean, that shield is like, there's so many reasons to use that shield.
That shield's amazing. I would have thrown it on the ground, but my Shield of Want is +5 or whatever, so you won't be able to see it until you make a +10 or +5 weapon.
Well, maybe you should throw it on the ground anyway.
I'm an adult.
You gotta fight the system. What is it?
You can't trust the system.
You can't trust the system.
Duh.
Man. That guy did some good work. Okay, so I have, I'm trying to figure out which rings to take off. I can take off the Covetous, I guess. I have the Sun Princess ring, which is regenerating for me, but then, do I really need that?
One thing I started doing a lot playing on my own, it was just swapping, there was 1 or 2 ring slots I swapped a lot. And so I would put in the Sun Princess ring anytime I felt like I needed to start regenerating.
Okay. Well, then you swamp that is good. Claranthy +2, I guess. Covetous
coming through? Yep, hang on.
And I'm worried...
Let's see. You can always put on the Ring of Favor +2, because that +2, that thing's pretty strong. Just hover it and see what it does to your equip load, stats, hit points and stamina.
Ring of Favor?
Ring of Favor. It's near the top.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh shit, what was the... Oh, that was Havel's. Okay. I'm at 61% with the +2 Ring of Favor.
And what's it do for your hit points? Does it look like hit points and stamina? You can take it off and put it on and look at the gap, in the bar. 'Cause like, if it doesn't
Oh,
look like a good thing, then meh, you know.
it doesn't look great for life,
Right. Right.
but if endurance gets, it's all about endurance. If endurance gets that little thing where I can swing a fourth time instead of three, like yeah.
Yeah. Or you can like run and attack and have a follow up, you know, like.
Yeah. We're gonna be fucking around in a swamp for a little while longer, right?
We can fight Abyss Watchers and be done with the swamp. We can also wander around the swamp, but there's at least one thing in the swamp we didn't get off the top of my head. What's that, Yol?
So Yol already died, so I don't have to worry about him. Yuri already showed up.
Yuri is here. Great.
You
talked to Anri at the beginning of the swamp.
Yes. Yes, she was there at the beginning of the swamp.
And we haven't gone...
I even, not Anri, but I even talked to that guy who's in the Pit of Hollows before you fight the tree.
Oh, you talked to the Mountain Maker.
Yeah.
I have a 20-minute video of me killing him on a new character. Cause he's like famous. He's a parry bitch. He's a computer reads your inputs and parries them. So any scenario where you swing at him and he's not like occupied with an animation, he will parry you. So I went up to him, fought him a couple times, and was like, "What's up with this guy? Seems like he just parries me whenever he wants, you know." Yeah. And then I fought him for like an hour altogether. It took me 20 minutes the time I beat him. And then I looked online and they're like, yeah, don't fuck with this guy, you know. He's programmed that way because he's part of a quest with Cirrus? No, is it Cirrus? Yeah, Cirrus. There's a lady, she's kind of crazy quest line. As long as you don't give a tongue to the Rosaria fingers, then you can do this quest line with this lady that she's like ahead of you. She fights Aldrich and then you fight Aldrich. So she's like, you help her beat Aldrich in a PvE invasion. Like you go in and help her.
Oh.
It's really cool. It's like, oh, I'm here to help you beat Aldrich and shit. And her grandfather is the crazy guy in the Pit of Hollows, and she's like, he's gone crazy. We have to kill him. Help me kill him. And that's why he's programmed to be so like perfect and hard, because he's like he has to fight two people at once, you know.
All I know is that Siri showed up for one brief moment in the
Gruum'sh,
original Gruum'sh, and she said,
"Oh, not
there's
you.
nothing to be gained from fraternization.
Oh yes.
I will kill you the next time we meet."
That means you gave a tongue to Rosaria's fingers is all. Make sure you talk to the guy from Bloodborne up above the king.
I gotta find him.
And make sure you talk to Depression McGee.
Yes.
He'll eventually give you shit.
Oh, is he gone?
He changes his dialogue. Right now he should be yammering about the Abyss Watchers, because we like before you open up the door, he's like, there's so much work to open up that door. And then when you open up, he's like, oh, the Abyss Watchers, huh? And then when you kill him, he's like, oh, you took the Abyss Watcher's soul and put it on the throne? Like, I didn't know that's what we were supposed to do, basically, you know.
He's not even here.
He can move out of the shrine. You know where there's like a dog near like a ember?
Yes.
He can be out there at like a gravestone. And then
the outside of the front.
Yeah. And then if you miss that, which is fine, his shield is actually at the gravestone. He's like, fuck it, he leaves his shield. Because he's such a depression idiot, you know?
Right. Here's the Bloodborne man.
Yes.
Give me them cracked orbs.
Nice.
Thank you, Bloodborne man.
Hawkmoon. The crazy thing is Hawkmoon the deserter. He's a deserter of the Abyss Watchers. Oh. And that's why he goes like, meh, and leaves his shield, because he's supposed to have the big sword and the little knife, you know, like the Abyss Watchers use.
That's right.
He's like, fine, I'm going back to being Abyss Watcher. Then remember that you got the Dragon Stones, and the dude was like, the Smith was like, oh, this guy wants to fight you. That's the depression guy.
Oh.
He gets all into being a dragon or whatever. And then you fucking kill him and take his dragon stone. No, that's into him. That only happens if you do the dragon wyvern, nameless king area before you, like, basically do the twin princes and stuff. If you go the other way around, he will help you fight Osiris, the skin dragon blind guy.
That would be nice.
Yes, it's hugely fucking nice because he just gets run over by the dragon nonstop, and you just punch the dragon in the butt.
Dude, Osiris... Bloodborne is supposed to be all about, like, fast shit, but that Osiris guy is faster than anything in Bloodborne ever.
Yeah, dude.
He's as fast or faster than Orphan of Kos, and he travels farther.
Yes. And he can charge and follow up with a charge that has no telegraph. He can just charge twice if he wants. You could dodge it if you had some gap, but if he charges and you run at him and he just charges again, then you just eat it. I was watching a speedrun guy, Awesome Games Done Quick, and he was talking about Osiris. He's like, yeah, this guy like wrecks so many playthroughs because he could just go charge with no telegraph. So, like, if you don't back off of him and read it, like see it coming and dodge it because there's no telegraph, right, then he's just gonna eat it and die. And you could die because you're not running any stats because you're speed running,
Right. That's what I fucking hated about the Chalice, where you're required to play Cursed.
Yes.
And there's one of the bosses is a pig. And
yeah.
The pig can charge you without warning, and it's a one-hit kill. So.
That's right. You're sitting there fucking circling it and just going, "Don't do it," like. Mm-hmm. And then chopping him. I very much liked that guy that I watched play Dark Souls 3. He was talking and playing it, and he would be like, I have to concentrate. So, then there was like an announcer guy who would say like, oh, we got donations and stuff when he wouldn't talk. But mostly he would say like, oh, I put on this and that, and this set's the best like armor absorption for weight and da-da-da. Like, he just rambled about shit, and I was like, man, I bet Andy could do this like to a certain extent for sure with Resident Evil 4. And, like, when I was watching that guy play that, I bet if Andy would have recorded a Resident Evil 4 thing. But what sucked for that dude was the whole time he was playing, people were donating money because it's awesome game, donating money, and then the guy reads the donation. Is like, when you donate, they read your donation off, and you get to say something. And everyone was like, "Can't wait for Bloodborne." And I was like, dude, this guy's like doing his thing right now, and everybody's like, Bloodborne every time. And he'd be like, read some donations. I have to like I have to concentrate or run for a while. It's nothing to talk about. And they'd be like, Bloodborne coming up, $1,000 for Bloodborne. And the guy's like, he's like, what do you want from me, man? They asked me to play the game, I thought he was fine. I could see why people were like, you're like a little mix between Mr. Potato Head and the man who was Mr. Potato Head. Like he had like a certain Asperger like spectrum quality of like, man, this boss is defeated because I am amazing. And he'd like emote and like point down at him and throw poop on the ground and stuff. I beat the boss. Fine. Poop, point, and people would be like, ha ha ha. Yeah, it was fun. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe watch it sometime. It's an interesting video.
I'll try it. I'll definitely try it. I like those awesome games. Like, the good ones are really good.
Yeah, I thought he was good because he talked while he played. He's like, this is why I'm doing this.
Yeah. You can tell sometimes just one guy by himself, and you can tell like, oh, this guy, he knows how to play and talk.
Yeah.
And then some of them are like teams where it's like one guy plays and the other guy talks.
Yeah. Smart.
Yep, that's fine. And then sometimes you get to the ones where it's like, oh, it's 3 a.m. and everybody is like either asleep or zombified. and nobody's saying anything. Even the donation announcements guy's like, you can tell there's hardly anybody in the background. The guy playing it is like, okay, this is chapter 3. All right, just starts playing.
Right. This is the 3rd level. Yeah, we know. We've been watching. Snore.
And there's hardly anybody. The only people in the audience are like his mother, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
you can do it, honey.
Yeah, and everything. Like, oh man. Oh man. But actually, I don't know. I've seen a couple of AG.
Yeah. DQ.
And damn, that's. I'm happy I found out that even existed.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
It's been around super long. Didn't we used to... I remember running into it for Doom Done Quick. Like, it started with Doom and Quake. It was, you know, DDQ and QDQ or whatever. And then eventually, suddenly, it was Awesome Games, because they were like, let's just be all games done quick, you know, instead of, like, limiting ourselves to Doom and Quake.
Yeah.
I remember it was a long time ago, the guy would like look at the wall and strafe because it runs faster and all that shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what? And
you don't have to actually look at the wall.
Right. You just have to line up on the angles or whatever.
Yeah, you get yourself in that weird position, that sweet spot, and then all of a sudden, you're like a Jedi or something.
I like watching those, especially with the guy like talking, because they'll say something like, "Hey, you know, if you ever struggle with this guy, look, you can fall off this wall, slam him, and boop, he goes out of bounds." And I'm like, "Well, I can do that," you know? Like,
I can do that.
That's easy.
Yeah.
And then I totally fall in the pit.
Me, Gatekeeper. Ask me, Gatekeeper. I'm not afraid.
Yeah.
What is the capital of Assyria? I don't know that.
Whoa! Clip. Play clip of person falling.
Yeah. Man, I never knew that people could go outside the shrine. That's weird.
Yeah.
So he's just like sitting down and looking at this tombstone. What the fuck? He's just staring at a tombstone.
Pretty be careful.
Pretty be careful. Blur, 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 blur.
Yeah. Goddamn. That's crazy. And there's no dog here either.
Oh, the dog's not there. Oh, that's weird.
No, because it would interfere. Like if you try to talk to him, like.
Oh, because the guy's there. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
See, it's environmental storytelling. The watchdog has a dog or whatever, you know.
Ooh.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's not fine.
It's fine. Whoops. Okay. I'm not used to seeing phantoms of other players.
I know.
In this game. That's crazy. Okay.
I'm at Farron Keep perimeter.
Farron Keep perimeter.
And I will put it like a couple seconds away near the stairs.
See, sometimes this game just shows black and white ghosts, and sometimes it shows ghosts that are in color. Like what?
Yeah. I don't know why.
Why is that? Why is that?
Why is why?
Why does that happen?
Time for bonfire, and then good luck.
Oh, here we are. It is Brawl and Stein.
Yes. I believe because we have password matching, we can only see each other.
Yeah. Wow. I want to put passwords so nobody. No, you're getting invaded. Oh.
I know.
No matter what, like you're gonna get invaded if you go online. This game is nuts. I feel like it wouldn't be Dark Souls if it changed. But I
Right.
feel like if they had done things more in a Bloodborne, more simpler, more streamlined, whatever thing, dude, I would love. Ooh, I would like Dark
I have
Souls a
sneaky
lot
ring.
more.
Oh,
Oh, he noticed you.
that's weird. No, he saw me.
He saw you.
Oh, I back nothinged him. Did you see that?
Uh-oh. Oh, now the second one's awake. Oh, good.
I did it. I did a backstab. He just was like, it doesn't really hurt.
Oh, god damn it.
There we go. Yeah, stagger.
Cracked orb.
I farmed these guys for hours once to get tongues and shit. And these guys drop those two. The first two guys we just killed dropped tongues, or yeah, tongues. And then these guys drop wolf grass. So I would kill this whole room and reset, you know.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that those Dark Wraith guys gave you.
Yeah, it's like if you want to respec your guy, you just kill him like 5 times, you'll get a tongue, you know.
Oh,
Like
shit.
their tongue drop rate's like totally fucking fair compared to like so much other shit.
I didn't know that. I always skip those guys because I was like, oh, they're scary. Where are you?
Oh, I went up the hill to kill the poisoner.
Okay.
I am behind these two fuckos. Oh, he's coming after you, I think. There we go. Oh, you can't block a claymore, dipshit. Calling moi a dipshit? Put your leg down.
Moi? Wait. Is that Corey Feldman?
Close. That's the right. What was it? He has like a kind of a too cool of a name, you know. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
Don't look it up. We can figure it out.
To cast. Edward Furlong.
Oh, that's from You're right. Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Somebody's fighting up there.
Yeah, the Abyss Watchers fight forever in this arena of pain or whatever.
Oh, shit. Okay, let me get some stuff to collect. Oh.
Careful. Dude, that 2 people. It's crazy.
Yep. Black bug pellet, very valuable.
The only one I ever ate was lightning bug pellet when I was fighting Nameless King on New Game Plus Plus.
I ate the magic pellets once when I had to coming through here. You have to go through that section where there's 2 crystal stages people.
Right.
And I was like, man, I don't want to die from that bullshit. And I ate the blue pellet, and I never got hit by either one.
Oh, it worked perfectly.
They work yes, they work perfectly. Oh shit. Oh, I hope I don't. Oh, I didn't get hit even a single time. I guess they did. I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Well, I guess that's all there is to pick up around here.
Yeah. We went out the gap. We fought the guys. Yeah, we got everything here. There's something in the swamp. At least we didn't do it together. There's like somewhere near the guys that turned you to stone, the cursed guys that killed me. There's like a switchback in a little cave, and there's like 2 like miracle things in there. I want to say they're miracle things.
Miracle spells?
Yeah, or like an outfit for clerics or something. We could go look for it.
Is one of them atonement?
No, we did that. That part I know we did.
That.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I guess we haven't gone there.
Let's go. Yeah. Because I can't go with you if we beat the boss. So.
Does it have antiquated dress in it?
That sounds right, actually. That might be it.
I've been there.
Yeah, there's 2 things in there. There's one thing laying on the ground and one thing in a chest.
Oh, is it Iron Flesh?
That might be it.
Pyromancy?
That could be
No.
it. I can't see stuff in your game, so it's you know.
Great magic? No, we got great magic weapons. I don't know. I have the antiquated dress. That's all I know.
I'll just look at the map. Farron Keep, because it'll be easy to spot. 3 and 4 are a golden scroll and an antiquated armor set.
Golden Scroll. Golden Scroll.
I guess you give that.
Yes, I do have that.
Okay, then yeah, that was the only thing I wasn't there for. So,
Okay.
You probably got it right after I turned to stone. To be honest, I was like right near it. I was like, that thing hit me, and my meter was going doo 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 doo. I was like, oh, I'm dead. Like, there's no way.
Yeah. You're not getting out of this one. All right, I guess we're going to do it. What's the best weapon to use? I have a fire club, I have a dark battle axe, and I have a dumbass spear that's usually fun.
I think with the two of us, we'll just be fine with anything. They have some fire, so, you know.
I'll use a dark battle axe.
There you go.
It's a little bit better, besides not being fire.
Fog wall.
I don't remember this cutscene. I can always look at the cutscene later. Let's go kill him.
It's all Bloodborne-y.
Yeah.
Critical battle can now be accessed. They stagger on Claymore hits, so they're really easy for me, you know.
Oh, exactly.
Ha! I killed his friend already.
Holy shit. Oh man.
You could watch this one. This one's cool.
Yeah.
I'll allow it. What's up, jerk? Your face looks like a jerk. Oh yeah? That's what you think of my jerkiness?
Oh, I almost got it.
Look at him just rolling around like it's PvP. Anytime I can land a hit, he'll be staggered until I run out of stamina. There we go.
Well, there you go.
1,232 damage, like.
As soon as you hit him, I came in for a second one.
Oh yeah,
like
man.
It was the perfect thing. Sunlight metal.
Yes,
Well,
because I am of that covenant.
Covenant.
I've been squished out.
Oh.
Travel.
Open that door. I don't even have to try to open it open. So.
You beat the crystal, sage. Yeah, everything's fine. If you you want to go back to town and talk to Anri and Horace, because they'll be going like, we gotta go to the catacombs now, you know.
Right.
Up at the church, and then you never see her again until you like kill marry her. You should be doing the cathedral.
Okay. You know what's super weird? As I was reading some shit,
Yeah.
like you can beat the bosses in weird out of order ways.
Yeah.
Like, you can beat Yorm. You can beat Yorm before the cathedral, I guess.
Oh yeah, because cathedral's a complete dead end, no progression.
Oh man.
That's why I was like just thinking like, oh, you should do the cathedral now before it gets stale, you know.
Yeah, okay. Cathedral's awesome anyway. So
Oh yeah. It has like the most Dark Souls 1 ass run of like, you start in the chapel and you have to go all the way up through the graveyard, through the fucking building, and out the bottom back through an elevator to the chapel.
Yeah.
It's really long. There's nothing like that in the rest of the game. It's super long.
Yeah. Yeah. I spent most of my last character, my Gruum'sh Senior, just fucking with Cathedral of the Deep. And I was like, man, when is this gonna end?
I was like, this game seems fine. And then that segment, I was like, this is never ending.
Yes.
I was fascinated. I was like, this shit doesn't end.
I have dumb monies left, so who cares? Oh, I gotta talk to Anri. Where is she?
Yes. To the left of the... yeah, I remember you asked me the other day, like, how do I orient the Firelink Shrine? And I realized, like, everything in the shrine, you come into it, and then everything is under and behind of where you come in. Except for the thrones. And that's, like, why it's built that way. Because you come in and you go, oh, the thrones! And then everything else is, like, in the other direction.
Yes.
Including, like, getting out upstairs or going to talk to Butt-Ass, the thief.
Yes.
Butt-Ass, the thief.
Scratches, patches.
Scratches, patches. Scratchless patches.
Scratches, who cares?
And then once you know that, you can start being like, oh, if I go down these holes instead of the big hole, I end up at like the quote shortcuts to people, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it took me a while to figure that out. I feel dumb that it took me so long.
Well, I think the problem is the Firekeeper moves, and when she moves, it reorients everything 90 degrees. If you're using her as your orientation. She's like, oh, I'm out the hallway that leads to the maiden that sells shit. Oops, I'm 90 degrees to the right on the staircase. So then you're like, maiden's there, I go this way. Whoa! Now you're like up by Legless King and shit, you know?
I should just buy. I made the mistake of giving the helpless cleric woman.
Yes.
I gave her like the dark tome.
Oh, okay.
The braille tome of Londor. I said, oh, this is no good, but then you can't take it back. She goes, okay, fine, I'll use it. No.
You have two moves though. You can give her everything from now on, and then she'll become another Firekeeper.
Yeah, I was really. She'll become a fucking. And she'll hang around outside the.
Yeah.
Shrine. And I was like, what? What?
It's weird.
As long as you don't buy any dark stuff from her.
Right.
And then when she moves outside the shrine, she'll like drop those books, and you can pick them up and give them to the witch woman.
There you go.
Apparently.
That's your move to get that stuff.
Because I want those dark miracles, man. There's that one which is like, it doesn't even seem dark to me. Vow of Silence. That's not dark.
Turn off all spellcasting.
Yeah, that's just silence 15-foot radius. It's straight up D&D cleric.
Dark. You know why? Is they were incorporating hexes from Dark Souls 2. So the Dark Souls 2 had all, pyromancy, miracle, sorcery, and hexing. And so they were like, well, we'll put some of this hex shit in and we'll call it Dark Miracles because, I don't know. I don't know the exact details, but they're like, we'll put these hexes in. People seem to like them.
Hexes. People say, sure, why not? I mean, that's a good reason. But we can't call them hexes because that would make them reference to Dark Souls 2, which is...
Right.
I don't know what the
which
hell
they're
Dark
like,
Souls is.
no. They're just like, fuck that.
Yeah. I wonder what happened to those developers.
Yeah, I don't know what dev house it is off the top of my head.
Because it's kind of funny because they took on the mantle of making like a Dark Souls game, and they did it even though it was controversial, like the shit they did.
Yeah.
But they did it, and what they made was not like, it was subpar relative to the regular Dark Souls, but it was good enough that people played it.
Yeah, and certain people kind of latched onto it as like, oh, this is better. It's updated.
Yeah. Yeah. Some people latched onto it. It was good enough that people played it, and it's good enough that people feel like inspired enough to make videos about why it sucks. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, if it inspires you that much that I have to make a video of how much it sucks, like, well, it still made you do something. Instead of like, oh, this game sucks, I'll ignore it. It's like the worst thing. Like, if you're a director of a movie,
yeah.
Like, I'm thinking of like the half in the bag. Like, the worst thing you could do about a movie is like, yeah, that movie kind of sucked. I'll forget it immediately and never think about it ever again. It's like, oh damn, you just threw my movie into Dark Souls of movies. Like, it's gone forever.
Poof.
I'm just gonna buy dumbass Miracle first. I got money left over on it. I will
Buy throwing knives, buy bombs for your strength.
There you go. No, you didn't even sell throwing knives. I have to find throwing knives. It sucks. Oh! Okay. There was somebody standing in front of the Shrine Maiden. And it was wearing the fucking Abyss Watcher's armor. It freaked me out. Like, I just killed you. What are you doing here? You're supposed to be dead. Yeah,
wow. There's actually 3 problems with Dark Souls 2 development. It started with Miyazaki making it. Then he was like, well, I'm also making this Bloodborne game, so I'm going to have these 2 guys make it. And then halfway through them making it, people at Bandai said, these guys are making a piece of shit, and kicked them off. And gave it to a 3rd guy named Tanimura. And he more or less started over when that guy took over. So, like, holy crap, it went through 3 hands.
I can't find the Unring.
She wasn't there. Maybe come do some Cathedral and then go back.
Okay.
Oh, the DLC guy is here.
Who?
The guy's like praying at the altar and sucks you into the DLC.
Oh.
I totally forgot.
I
did not want to go in and do New Game plus DLC because I hear that thing is already super hard.
Dude, I don't know. The old Gruum'sh was around at level 100 or 90. I first got sucked into Ariando when I was level like 70 or 65 or like way below.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh, I can't do damage to anything. Then I came back when I was around 90 or 100, like, I'm still not really doing that much damage. I'm doing more, but I'm not really doing great. And I have my fire. That was when I had my Great Club and my Fire Club and everything. I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm not doing anything. But I still managed to get, because of running away,
Yes.
I still managed to get 4 bonfires into painting a Varianda without
Fuck
fighting
yeah.
anybody. Oh, lordy. Okay, so I am at the Abyss Watchers bonfire.
Do you have a cathedral? Um,
No, I do not have
do you have Cathedral of the Deep or Cleansing Chapel?
Cleansing Chapel.
It's got a little candelabra candlestick thing for an icon.
No,
on
I
the
don't
wall.
have any of that. I don't have
Okay.
that area at all. I don't know how to get there. How did I
Okay.
get there?
No, go one over and go to Crystal Sage. And warp to Crystal Sage.
Whoa. I don't have Crystal Sage.
Oh, you didn't pick it up after you killed him.
Oh, I didn't do that.
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't fucking hit the bonfire afterwards.
Then go to Crucifixion Woods. That's technically the closest.
Okay. That's, you know what? Because I killed him the first time.
Yep.
And I
And
just kept
didn't think
going.
about it.
I didn't think about it. Wow, I missed a whole bonfire. Although I hear that in this game, it's kind of easy to miss bonfires.
Sure, there's so many.
There's tons of them.
I
Oh,
was
this
always
fucking
missing
fun.
Crucifixion Woods on most of my runs, just because it's like a little switchback to get up there.
Yep.
One time, I went, wait, I don't have that bonfire. And then I didn't ever miss it again. You know, 'cause I was like, that fucking thing. I like actually. That's the one where you stand up at it, you run and go, jump off the cliff and kill the crab.
Yeah.
You plunge attack
That's
the
right.
crab, and the crab goes, "Bah!" And then you like carve him up with the.
Attack that crab?
Yeah, if you plunge attack him and you hit him in the body, it'll stagger him into a riposte.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He looks like he's too far away.
Nah, you can catch him. It's hard to get him in the body though. If you hit him in the arm, it'll just do a bunch of damage. If you get him in the body, it'll do all the damage, and he'll go guh.
Oh man.
And then you go guh guh guh, and then he goes, "Well, I didn't die from that because you didn't really earn it." And you're like, "Well, okay, fair enough." And chop, chop, chop. Then you make crab dip out of him.
Yeah, so good. I love flaming club. You hit undead dogs, and they go ooh, and they like roll around on the ground.
Yeah, the
It's so
fire.
good.
Fire
Yeah,
makes dogs roll around and try to put the fire out.
That's what it does.
This when we were texting the other day. I was like, "Fire is like the best because it's like so many enemies go fire." And it gives you like a half second to
Fire.
do shit, you know.
Absolutely. Even if it wasn't a damage bonus, it would still give you that. It's all about. It's exactly the same thing like in D&D, etc., which is like damage is not great actually. You could
Right.
be doing better things than damage. You could stagger them. You could be inflicting like debuffs. You could be doing anything. You're doing all sorts because in D&D like all video games and all role playing games, there's no difference between 100,000 hit points and one.
I'm 100,000 hit points. So what?
I have one. You're like your status is not changed.
Your output is the same and shit. Yeah.
Yep. You go from like I am completely healthy to I'm dead, like I'm dying.
Ouch. I am dead.
Ouch, I am dead. Whereas like if you wanted to make a more realistic role playing game, you'd be like, well, you start off at like 100 hit points, and then at 75 hit points you start suffering like stat penalties, and at 50 hit points it get worse, and at 25% hit points you turn into a piece of shit.
Yeah, it's hard to rely on players to be like, okay, your SDC is out, and all you have left is your hit points. Is you better start playing a little more carefully, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe your guy shouldn't just be running out there and punching the next like robot that he sees or whatever, you know.
Yeah. But no, what's the difference? That's the hit point, same thing. But no, that's why they made it. Where do I go from the crucifixion wood?
Okay, go There's like a little valley that leads into the building, and then that building leads to the boss, which you know because you already beat the boss.
Oh, that's right. I done forgot. I killed the dog and forgot what I'm doing. Oh, god damn it. Fucking zombie. No way. Dude, the zombies you go squish now. Ooh. Man, that PvP guy we were up against that was casting like soul.
Yeah.
Oh. This is the reason why I didn't have Crystal Stage as a bonfire.
He's still alive?
I have never actually fought him.
Oh shit! Are you in the boss fight?
I am in the boss fight right now. I forgot that.
You're in the fight. I'll try putting my.
I am in the fight.
Oh, I can't put my soapstone down here.
I can't. I don't know.
Just bone out.
I guess I could do that. Oh, he fucking got me. What an asshole.
That's fine. I'll meet you at the.
No. I'm boning out. No, he didn't kill me. He just stopped
gotcha.
me from boning.
Boning.
E.T. Bone home. That's actually a very appropriate use of bone home. I'm at road sacrifices.
Yeah, I'll meet you at the Crucifixion Woods one. Yeah, it says road of sacrifices when you stand up.
It says road of sacrifices, but
yeah.
yeah.
I put the soapstone down like right there.
Praise the sun. Shut up.
That's the written thing over there, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
The opposite side of that. There you go.
Apparently, like this version of Dark Souls is so far removed in time that Solaire is like only like a long lost legend. Like that. Oh, there's this piece of armor left behind, but we don't.
Right.
And Ferris also apparently like never existed. He's just a legend, or he existed, but he's like everybody forgot. That's kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Actually,
oh god, I have this stupid thing on. There we go. Still killed him. It is a +10 blessed rapier or whatever. I hate all you. I hate this room though. He loved you, so he went to hell.
He targets mid attack. He targeted you. He targeted me, right? Hey, asshole. Aha, you missed.
That's fine. Just go in the door.
Oh, okay.
It makes him lose.
Oh, good. Fuck you. We're busy.
It's
asshole.
pretty hilarious, you know.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah. Dark Spirit returned home.
This boss is kind of interesting and cool.
Yeah.
Even though he could be like a ooh. Yeah.
Go! Go, 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 go! Keep hitting him! Nice!
Oh, he's dead.
Dude, single. God, that's crazy.
Oh my god! Well, that was insane. Oh, this is what I have to say about that. Oh, oops, too late. Oh, well.
You were jumping with joy.
I was jumping for joy. Time for joy, says the message. Yeah.
Dude, that was amazing.
Well, they're playing
Fucking
weapons, man. I will say, time for joy is a good message. There's a lot of dumbass messages floating around.
Yeah, there are.
You have a huge repertoire of messages.
Right.
In Dark Souls, way bigger than Bloodborne. Oh, I should summon you at the bonfire. Okay.
Let me see. It's not letting me put down a soapstone here, so let me find a place. I think you have to make it. Yeah, you got to get through 2 like cage dudes, I think.
Okay. Well, that shouldn't be a problem.
No.
Those cage dudes, they seem like they're strong and tough, but really they're just dumb and
They're
programmed.
really locked into their animations.
They are super locked in. You can tell right away what they're doing in the first moment. They're dumb. Ooh, I love beating them with bleed. I am bleeding. I am fire bleed.
I'm burning you to bleeding death.
Geez, the second one just beat the shit out of me. I didn't know it was there. Wow, bleed to death. Goodbye. Oh shit.
And then there's a lady.
There's a lady fucking cleric beast thing down there.
Yes.
Should I
There's
summon
also
you?
I cannot be summoned in this area yet. I'm looking for a place where they'll let me put my soapstone down. Let me see, because then there's those 3 enemies, then there's another campfire, so maybe I could put it near that campfire.
Oh, there's another campfire later?
Yeah, it's like, it's really nearby. It's gonna be coming right up. Near the NPC on the... Well, you'll see it. You get through the lady. Man, crazy. Where the fuck?
Oh, here we go. Yeah. All right.
Wow. It does, I still can't put my soapstone down.
What the fuck?
Huh. Let me go with this the other way around.
There's something we didn't...
Yeah, I wonder if I fucked something up. I'll go to the chapel and come out backwards. All in all, it's not very far, actually. You know, you can like run through it in like 20 seconds. But you want to get those 2 humans.
Ooh. Oh, I just have to...
Uh-oh.
Oh, that was smart. What time is this game?
Okay, I can soapstone here. So what about out here? Yep, still here. I like to immolate myself. I like to backstab you.
I like to emulate myself.
Yeah, immolation. Fire.
Oh, I think emulate. I like to,
I emulate myself.
I like to imitate who I am.
Yes. Okay. Do you know what I'm talking about if I say the dogs and crossbow gauntlet? There's like
the dogs, not yet. I'm trying to fight my way out of this dumb situation. Okay. The dogs and crossbow guy.
There's like
further away.
There's like 5 dogs and like 4 crossbow guys.
Oh, I'm kind of familiar with that area.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's coming up, but you're not quite to it. So you have to get there before I'm allowed to put down my soapstone.
I have to.
This dog just got up to die. I'm dead. Stand up, die. He's playing too much Brawl Brothers.
Brawl Brothers.
Whoa,
I love how you can sneak past some of the dumber enemies. Like even though they should be able to see you, they don't.
Right. Yeah, dude, they use their sound a lot more than they use vision, for sure.
Yes. Yeah,
I run around with that slumbering dragon crest ring. Like I swap between that and the catfall like all the time.
Which one? Which one?
It's like between the two of them you get spook. One's like no fall damage and one of them's like walk quietly. And I'll like slap on like the backstab ring with the like slumbering ring and
oh shit, there's a totally hostile PC at the end of this like little ravine.
yes, and he's guarding some ashes that you want.
He's guarding ashes. I'm not gonna fight him now. I'm gonna go up the stairs. No?
Yeah, go up the stairs, go to the left once you get through the stairs. There's another guy on the stairs though.
Yeah, there's another guy on the stairs. I haven't woke him up yet, but well.
You gotta put on your slumbering dragon quest and cast hidden body and run past him.
Sure.
I was messing around with that. Yeah. That shit works.
Now, I woke up the guy. This bullshit. I walked away from the guy that I didn't wake up, and then
that woke him up. They also tend to hear each other, you know, like them doing stuff. The guy at the bottom you can fight by himself as long as you stay near the campfire or his spawn point. If you run straight to him, he's usually like you ran up to me, you know, and he's like you start beating the piss out of him. Cause I was talking about that guy, the mound maker guy that I fought for like 20 minutes because he parries everything, and like. In this game, there's enemies that can parry and there's enemies that can't, and the only ones that are trouble are the ones that can, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, exactly.
The only guy who comes close is that Iron Tarkus guy because he has infinite poise, and he's just going like big, long, perfectly unerringly tracking R2s, you know.
Oh, I hate that. Oh wow. There's this like crazy hermit talking about Ariandel fire.
Oh yeah, that's the place. Okay, I can meet you there. I actually put my sign down at the top of the dog gauntlet. I will put my sign at the inner doors made of wood. Oh, I can't.
That is a smart thing.
Oh, I can't. I just have to move like 1 inch away. There you
go. Ooh. In this place. A notched whip. Hooray. Even if I was a dex build, I would be like, no. Why?
One thing about notched whip, can't be parried.
Okay, oh, good.
You just go,
you know what?
Flail them to death.
You know, on the higher tier shit where apparently like parrying is the shit,
yeah.
I guess that's good. I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah, we didn't get parried PvPing in the swamp. That's nice. You know?
No.
I hear it's a thing and shit, but the PvP I just did in the swamp felt like pretty much normal ass like PvP. I think the guys who were like Covenant defending the swamp like knew what they were doing a lot more, you know?
Yes, yes. They had their like their team shit. Oh man, I almost got fired on the. Oh, look at that! This is you too. Okay, so I haven't asked this shard. Yeah, those guys seemed like they were polished. They were super nasty. And I thought we were doing okay against them because I was trying to position myself so
Yeah.
that, you know, like I was like, okay, well, you're gonna go here, well, I'm gonna go here. Are you gonna go there? I'm gonna go there. And like, you know, like I was always trying to make it so that they couldn't flank you,
Yes.
or if they actually got past me and decided to flank you, I'd be like, okay, now I'm gonna go for a backstab.
Yes. I
So
almost
that went
got one of
okay
them.
for.
It just the stab went right through him and didn't happen. It's like the opposite of what was happening to me, where he's like hitting the air and hitting me. I R2'd him, I long R2'd and caught him, and then he rolled into a tree, and I went, "Yeah, I get you again." And he just walked through, like out of the tree and around it, like through my stab. And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, that's some laggy bullshit. I don't
Yeah.
know what it is.
Like, man, you should be so dead, you know.
Yep. Oh, here we are.
That's me.
That's really just the That's just Dark Souls mechanics, pretty much, right? That's like in the like how is that lag time or not?
Apparently, every Dark Souls game but 2 is laggy like that. And then 2 is supposed to be actually pretty tight, but then nobody likes that game, you know.
Oh, because all these games that have like what? Like PUBG, which is made by some one dude. I don't know who made it.
That's
but
right.
Like one amateur ass dude can handle like 50 people on one field without too much bullshit.
That's because he licensed it from Epic. Like, he just licensed fucking Unreal Engine. Yeah, smart. Gotta remember to get the regenerating sword up the hill.
Shit, where are you?
Oh, I'm right here. Hello. Where did you go? I saw you a second ago.
I'm at the beginning still.
Oh, I'm just killing zombies in the graveyard. Hello.
Oh, okay. RSS.
Yeah, right? Man, come out of the ground so you die already. There you go. Wait a minute. Did I hear you. No, I hear... Are you down here? No, you're not. There you go.
I'm explaining you. A sword, great sword.
Make a left here. Yep.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Stora swords are supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah, Stora straight sword. Like, everybody talks it up. I tried it on one of my respecs. It did less than those twin blades, but then those things are supposed to be monsters, you know. And a lot of my farming involves like a backstab, so little differences like climb up like hugely, you know.
Executioner, great.
Ow, you are all dead. Oh, I backstabbed him.
I know. Oh, I didn't want to, man.
Ooh, I stopped your shit. He's one of those infected ones.
Uh-oh. Yeah, man, I totally want to do the RE4, like, using a different from GameCube version.
Yeah, that's cool. That's good.
Yeah, I totally thought that was, oh.
Weed Mo Cash.
Weed 420, goddamn.
That's rad.
I guess he wants us to think he's a drug dealer. I'm about 420 cash, yo. Uh-oh.
There he is.
We're too busy. zombies to kill. Oh, is he here? He is here.
He didn't want to bow or nothing.
No, fuck him.
Oh, he got angry when he got low life. He's got that ring on. Look out for that dark wraith. Behind us.
This is the perfect place. Oh, this is the perfect place to
I know. He's coming.
Because the zombies are never ending. What an asshole.
These gay zombies all give me life every time I kill one.
I was blocking and it hit me anyway. Fuck that. I don't like that. He's really acrobatic right now.
I can't believe you dodged that right there. That's pretty hilarious, actually.
Oh, now you're here. Oh, he's drinking Estes. He has some poise.
Yeah. Keep running, motherfucker. Keep running, motherfucker.
Get him,
Keep running, keep running. Like you just pressure him. Uh huh.
Oh, the fucking thing got me with the thing that I can't heal now. You wanna run away? Cause I can't help you.
Oh, you can't heal for a while? That's fine.
No, I cannot.
He's so cowardly, it really doesn't matter.
I can heal using my spells.
Nice.
I'm coming back now. What's up, bitch? Okay, cool. I am at full.
And I've got my like regen kit on, so my health is going up very steadily.
Okay, good.
I would not want to fight him where there's like 4 of those like dumb. Oh, what am I doing? Keep an eye for me. I'm in my menu.
He's waving.
It's okay. I got something for him if I could find the fucking thing.
Oh, now there's a crossbow guy in his area.
Where is the fucking thing?
He's just waving up. Okay, what's he doing? Oh, he's coming back. What is he doing? He's trying to throw shit at us. What the fuck?
Oh, weird. I can't use this seed of a giant tree. Huh.
Why not?
I don't know. I put it on.
I got him.
Maybe
with
there's no
dagger.
enemies around. What? You actually hit him with like a dagger?
I hit him with a dagger. He tried to throw a firebomb at me. I got him with a dagger.
That's pretty funny.
Okay,
Maybe there has to
heal
be
now.
enemies around? I have the key. I have the seed on my my quick bar now.
Oh man, I was so not care that it doesn't work.
Aw. Get him. Nice.
Drinking? Is he out of drink?
He's just scared. What if we go near an enemy? Can I use the seed?
Oh wow, he's totally like, he knows this area. He uses this area.
Yeah. Oh, he quit.
That.
He ran away.
Fucking, he buggered off.
That means we won.
That does mean we won. Well, look at that. He didn't. Oh. Well, what an asshole. That's going into record.
Yeah.
Yep.